Emmanuel James Rohn, known to the world as Jim Rohn, was born on September 17, 1930, in Yakima, Washington. He grew up in a modest family on a farm in Idaho. Life wasn't easy. From a young age, Jim learned the value of hard work. The early mornings, long days, and physical labor were a part of life. His parents were honest and hard-working people, though not wealthy. They instilled in him the importance of integrity, consistency, and doing things well. However, like many young men in their 20s, Jim was full of dreams but lacking a concrete plan. After high school, Jim attended college but dropped out after just 1 year. He didn't see the point. He believed that life experience would teach him more than a classroom ever could. With no degree, no special skills, and no plan, Jim drifted. He worked odd jobs, eventually finding himself as a clerk for Sears, earning a modest living. By age 25, Jim was broke, behind on bills, and full of regrets. He looked around and realized that life was slipping by. He had ambition but didn't know how to channel it. Everything changed when Jim met a man named Earl Schoaf at a business conference. Schoaf was charismatic, confident, and successful. What struck Jim most was that Schoaf wasn't just wealthy in finances, but also in wisdom. He spoke about success as a science, something that could be learned and replicated. Jim was captivated. After the event, he approached Schoaf and asked to learn more. Schoaf agreed and took Jim under his wing. The first lesson? Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Schoaf taught Jim that success isn't something you pursue. It's something you attract by the person you become. Jim took this to heart. He began reading, journaling, and attending every seminar he could. He studied philosophy, economics, history, psychology, and personal development. He learned that you don't need to change the economy or your boss or your spouse. You only need to change yourself. Jim began to internalize a powerful truth. 4 things to change. You have to change. 4 things to get better. You have to get better. Empowered by new knowledge, Jim changed his mindset. He set goals, began saving, and started working in direct sales. His results improved dramatically. Jim didn't just aim to sell a product. He aimed to become the best version of himself. He became an exceptional speaker and leader in his company. Over the next 6 years, Jim went from broke to a millionaire. But it wasn't just about money. He had a new lifestyle, a new sense of purpose, and above all, a new philosophy. Jim believed that success was not material accumulation, but the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. He learned to live by design, not by default. He often said, "Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for fewer problems, wish for more skills." These ideas guided his life and transformed his trajectory.